What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today I'm going to focus in on the three Norris Trophy finalists: Doughty, Karlsson, PK Subban, and the case for all three, as well as my pick out of those three finalists who I have one of the awards. Let's start with Doughty. As many of you know, I probably watched 70% of the Kings games in their entirety this season. I love watching Doughty play. Such an elite player, and a guy, I really get a kick out of watching him do his thing every night. As much as a disappointment as LA was this season, missing the playoffs, you can't fault him. The way he was able to play in all situations and be able to help the team overcome the loss of the number 2 defenseman, Slava Voinov. And I'm not getting into specifics of that. How I feel about that. I think he's a piece of garbage, but it was a tough loss on the ice for the Kings, and Doughty had to kind of fill that void by himself and play the minutes of two guys at times. And then by the time Sekera got there, it was kind of too late. By the time they got that number 2 defenseman, so tough blow there. But look what Doughty did for this team. If it wasn't for him, they'd be in the Connor McDavid running. They would have been in the lottery. So tough to have a finalist miss the playoffs, but you cannot fault Drew Doughty for the Los Angeles Kings not qualifying for the postseason. In Montreal, PK Subban. I love watching this kid play. He is a phenomenal hockey player. 2013 Norris winner. Just does everything for this team. And as much as Carey Price was a catalyst for the Habs and will be in the MVP running, rightfully so, you can't help it. Not tip your hat at what Subban's able to do. As much as a Bruins fan, it kills me to say this, he's one of my favorite players to watch. Night in, night out. So that's nothing more needs to be said. And you look at the way he's able to contribute in all facets of the game. His all-around game's gotten better, and 25, the best days are ahead of him. But out of the three of them, got to give it to Karlsson, and I just think it's you don't put 66 points up in that season by accident. And I know as much as it's supposed to be about an all-around award, he does everything for that team, and I think his all-around game is very much underrated. And it's really just a microcosm of why this Sens team is able to make the playoffs. As much as the Hamburglar was a big reason why Karlsson was great, all season long, and was able to headline a pretty underrated blue line. And I think he won in 2012, so he'll add a second to the trophy medal. If Giordano wasn't hurt, probably would have given it to Giordano, but it's tough. He missed 20 games, but these are three very, very deserving candidates, and I think Subban and Doughty are both 25, and Karlsson will be 25, I think, in June. So, the best days are ahead of them for these three. And, the fact it's tough as a Drew Doughty fan to say he's not going to win the Norris this year, but he'll get his chances. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the three Norris Trophy finalists. Stay tuned for episodes for the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.